Is it possible that what you are experiencing right now, that part of you that feels stuck, that part of you that doesn't know how to move forward, that part of you that you've been asking questions and listening for answers, but nothing has come to you? Is it possible that you are what I call in an incubation period? I want you to sit there and think about that for a second, because what does incubation mean? Incubation means that it's alive, but it just needs to take time to grow, to figure itself out, to get all the parts that need to be before its birth. And I know that a lot of people, I call them the collective, right, are going through the same thing right now. There are so many people who feel disconnected, who feel like they just have no idea who they are anymore, what they're supposed to be doing with their lives, how to even move forward if they wanted to. There's a lot of people in this space, and I am here to help you remember who you are, but I'm also here to help you remember that who you are, the genius in you, has to go through an incubation period. Because if you're listening to this, that means that there's an awakening going on inside of you, and that awakening is going to take time because you forgot who you were. Life's experiences, being born, your parents, grandparents, teachers, friends, lovers, all of them have guided you and created a path that is unoriginal from the path that you were supposed to be taking. And so now you're awakening to who you are and who you are meant to be. And just as if you were awakening, when you think about waking up in the morning, you're a little discombobulated. You're like, where am I? What are we doing today? What are we accomplishing today? And that's if you ask, because most people don't ask. Most people are going through life on automation. They wake up, they grab their phone, they use the bathroom, they do everything to start their day that they normally do every single day. And now, because you are awakening up to who you are, who you were incarnated to be, you have to get everything back in line and in order. And that's the part that you're struggling with right now, because you don't know how to do that, because it's different from what you've been doing for a very long time. And so it feels uneasy. It feels uncomfortable. It feels like you're dropping and you don't know where you're going to land. But I'm here to tell you, do not be discouraged. Please do not be discouraged. It's this feeling of uneasiness, and it makes you want to cry because you know that you're supposed to be doing more. You know that you were made for more, but you just don't know how to get there. And it's okay to say that. It's okay to say, I know that I have genius in me. I know that I am not supposed to be in the situation that I'm in right now. I don't know how to get out of it. But here's what I call the bridge. The bridge is you saying, and this is the beginning of the bridge, I know that I am supposed to be doing more. I know that I'm meant for more. I know that all of my God-given talent, all of this knowledge, this wisdom, this intellect that I have that can be helping the masses is supposed to be out there. I know that I was afraid to talk before. I was afraid to be seen before. Like, I know all of that logically. And I know that I'm supposed to be here on the other side of the bridge, but I don't know how to get there. That's the bridge. The part of you that's saying, I know what I have and I know I'm supposed to be here. That's the bridge. And that's the part that I want you to trust, that if you are open to receiving, open to hearing and listening, open to downloads, open to visualizing and dreaming, you will receive the steps across the bridge to get to that ultimate end. If you are open to a little discomfort, because any type of growth requires discomfort, any type of growth. So if you go to the gym and you want to lose those 10 pounds and you get on that machine for the first time and you work, you are going to build muscle, and that muscle is going to reduce that fat. But building that muscle is going to hurt until you get used to that machine. But in order to build the next muscle and lose the next bit of fat, you're going to have to up the weight on that machine. And that's going to be a little uncomfortable. So it's the same thing. Getting to your stage of genius, getting to that place that you were incarnated to be, is going to require a little bit of discomfort. But knowing that on the other side is growth, that's the part I want to keep. I want you to keep in your mind. So this is for the person who is stuck, who is struggling, who has outgrown where they are, and who just does not know how to move forward. I'm telling you that it's a collective. Not everyone is going to hear the call. If you see this, you have heard the call. You are aware now. And awareness can be a little scary and it can be a little uncomfortable because now that you have heard the call, you are required to do the work. And sometimes people don't want to do the work, but it's going to keep coming at you. It's going to keep coming to you. You're going to keep saying, I am seeing this everywhere. I am receiving synchronicities everywhere. I keep hearing the same thing. I was just having this conversation with, I was just thinking about, until you heed the call. So don't make your life harder than it has to be by running away from what it is your genius is telling you you're supposed to be doing. Because what happens, and it shows up, I'm going to show you or give you an example of how it shows up in life sometimes. You know that you're not supposed to be at that job anymore. And you keep saying, I know I'm not supposed to be here anymore, but I don't know how to leave, or I don't feel safe leaving because I don't know how I'm going to pay my bill. Like all that stuff keeps coming at you, but you know, not believe, not think, you know you're not supposed to be there anymore and you're not making any moves. So guess what happens? Moves are made for you. So now the job is doing downsizes and you're on the list. And now you're not prepared. At least with you knowing, you can prepare, but you're not prepared because you didn't hear the call. You didn't heed the call. This is how it shows up. So don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. Be prepared. In this incubation period that you're in, where you just don't know how, prepare yourself, because it's going to be a joyous ride if you're prepared. If you're not prepared, it's not going to feel so comfortable. Listen to what your body is telling you. Rest, relax, enjoy, and prepare. That is my message for you today. And if you need help, because this is going to take self-love, self-esteem, self-worth, because there's a lot of things that come at us when we know that we're powerful, when we know that we're geniuses. A lot of times people, they don't want you to know that. And so they try to make it seem or make you believe that you're not. And if you believe what they say, you're devaluing yourself. And I don't want you to do that. So if that is something that you want to be prepared for, I have a live activation session, and you will come back to remembering who you are. You will come back to remembering who you were incarnated to be here on this earth. And you will remove that self-doubt, that self-sabotage, that fear that came along with life's experiences in your life. That ding is the call if you heard the ding. And I'm not even gonna take that out, because I think everything is a message. Don't get caught out there not believing you are a genius, not believing that you were meant to do great things here on this earth. Let's build that self-worth up. My name is Imani, and I am a self-worth and identity mentor. And I am here to help you be your best self. All the information is in the description below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this, because I know you know people who are also geniuses and who need to heed the call. But if this came up on your timeline and you've listened to this point, you know too. No more fear, no more self-sabotage, no more self-doubt. We're growing in self-love, we're growing in self-worth, and we're growing in the geniuses we were created to be, because you have something that you need to share with this world. They are missing out on it. Believe in yourself, because I believe in you.